Hey guys, welcome back to the Atlas Masterclass. Today we're going to be making some pork skewers with the most stunning Thai dipping sauce and of course some beautiful fresh veggies. So in Thailand, the idea of using fresh raw vegetables on the side so you can dip it in your sauce, the magnificent grilled pork skewers, lovely sauce, bit of rice as well, really fun, flavoursome dish for the whole family. So to get cooking for this dish, we'll start by slicing the salad ingredients. So I've washed the cucumber, the carrot, the snow peas and also the coriander, so that's the first step. And then with this, I just want to cut them into nice long lengths, and that's going to help so we can just sort of use them to dip into the sauce essentially. So chopping them up like so. There we are. Same again with the carrot. Love eating raw carrot. So just chopping that. If you wanted to make this into a different type of salad, you could finely grate it all and mix it all together, and that would go really well with this dish as well. But just to try and keep some authenticity with what we're making, we thought this is a really nice way of doing it. Very simple, of course, but super healthy and super tasty, something that I think Thai food is very well known for. Snow peas. So we just cut the ends off those, pretty much keep them whole. So just stack the ends up like so. Put it on a little bit of an angle. And there we are. So that's our salad prepared. And then to prepare the rest of the ingredients, we're going to finely dice this shallot. Chop the chilli finely as well, and chop up the garlic. Alright, there we are. Finally chop the chilli. So with the chilli, if you want to leave this step out, you definitely can. It is very spicy, these little Thai bird's eye chilies. Very spicy. Next we've got the garlic, so I'd like to finely mince that. I use a little grater. And last but not least, we'll cut up the coriander. So the stem, the roots, finely chopping those. Just getting rid of some of that very thin pieces. You just want the nice sort of meaty part of the root there. And then we'll get rid of the stem on this dish, and we'll finally chop the coriander. And now we're going to slice the pork as well, getting ready to marinate it. So this pork, you want that nice bit of fat on there, which when you thread that through the skewers, just makes it even more tasty and delicious to eat. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the marinade for the pork, and it's also going to be the base of the dipping sauce. So I put in our coriander root, sugar, so grabbing that from your pantry, garlic, and shallot. So some very big flavors there. Give that a really good mix. And then we're going to marinate the pork with half of this. Just like that. And now to make the dipping sauce, I've got our shallot mix with the coriander roots left, the sugar of course. Then I add in some coriander, some of these red chilies. So these are just to taste of course, and some vinegar. So this sauce here, you just want to mix it around and just let that all sort of marinate together. You might want to, if you find you need to chop it up a bit further, you want to get it really, really saucy, you can always just run a knife through the coriander, get it really, really fine. Probably does make a slightly better sauce. You could even maybe run this through the blender quickly, but you want it nice and fine. And so now to make the skewers, we're just going to get the pork, put it on really nicely onto the skewers, and you want to sort of thread it so then they evenly will spread out and it doesn't start falling off once we start cooking. Just like so. So now we're going to add a splash of oil onto our skewers, and then we're going to get ready to grill them. So the grill's preheated really nicely. Just got a little bit of the liquid left here, and just straight on like so. Obviously you can use a fry pan or a barbecue, whatever you'd prefer. So our next step is we're going to wash our rice. So washing it in some fresh water, doing this 3 times, and then we're going to be cooking. So we just want to wash as much starch off as possible so it doesn't stick. Pour it into our strainer, and then we'll go straight in the pot. So now our rice is cooked, so we'll strain that off. And just let that steam away. And then our beautiful skewers are cooked and glazed up really nicely. So we'll just take those off also, and then we'll be ready to plate up our lovely dish. So now to serve, what we're going to do, put our dipping sauce in this bowl. Our pork skewers just on the side of the plate like that. And then our raw veg around it. And then of course, our bowl of rice on the side. And there we have it, a beautiful grilled Thai pork skewers with our dipping sauce, our raw veggies on the side, and our beautiful jasmine rice.